if you was traumatized?
What we want to do is give you this because you was traumatized. I also was traumatized too. So I'm going to give you what will help. Welcome to Sunday service.
Lately, I ain't been on no island. Baby, now you know where to find me. Crazy, I was on God's timing. They hate me, but I'm still going diamond.
All right. I'm in Matthew chapter 1. And we already went over the identity of Jesus, how to get all of that. Then we also talked about here in chapter 2, where it's talking about how you're going to see all of the psychics just suddenly just be all over the place. Just trying to speak like how Jesus speak. So you know that you came into consciousness and you are moving in wholeness, and you see all of these, when you see all of these fortune tellers and psychics and everybody doing things by the astrology and all of that. So God gives you something to advance you, even though everybody been going to them thinking that is all true instead of going to you when it's really true. So all the fortune tellers, all the astrologists that be talking to y'all, they came over to me, and they, the other individuals who are connected with God and Jesus Christ, and they asked, where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose and have come to worship him. So sometimes you look at all of these fortune tellers, you a child of God, and you looking at all right, I had to let that chopper go by. So you hear all of the psychics going around, and people is coming to them, giving them money and support, for their tarot readings and how they know all of these numbers and stuff. And then they recommending going to get crystals, and you should have this and that. All of those things is all wrapped in one. Those individuals, they went to Jesus, and because they saw his star rise, meaning that his power was making things better all out and around. And so they saw that, and in their own life, and they said, oh wow, this is who's more powerful than Jesus, and then they went to him, and they are doing all of this talking right now that y'all be hearing, They doing all of that so that they could give their service of worship. That's their way of sharing as much as they can about God's wonderful works, to encourage you to have a little bit of knowledge, a little something that's going to get your mind open for more consciousness of the supernatural powers of Jesus, that you will be willing to go and you see somebody walking outside with a holy Bible and you will sit with them for hours and you will talk to them and you will give your physical wealth. You would just get, you would give give them so much honor, and you will really listen and take notes. And that's what all of them are doing. They're like helping prepare your mind to understand that there's so much more. And it's all wrapped up in you being able to receive the words of Jesus.